How's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger, baby. So yeah, man, we've got a lot, and I mean a lot to talk about tonight. A lot is on tap tonight, man. So just bear with us today, man. We know it's we're gonna be talking about, Gamboa just got signed by PBC. It's already in speculations that he might be fighting Javante Davis next. Get him an in-between fight like in the next month or so, and then Javante Davis next. But he did sign a 2-fight deal. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be also talking about Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Mayweather got asked a question, is Pacquiao next? He got so irate, you guys, and so mad, man. It was one of those situations, you guys, where he pretty much snapped on the reporter, and it was crazy, dude. It was crazy, man. And the Andre Ward interview, man. Shout out to my brother from another, Fred over there at Barbershop Conversations. He did a hell of a job, and he did a hell of an interview, you guys. For all you guys that didn't check it out, I suggest you guys go check out this interview now. It was an awesome, 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 awesome interview. He touched on a lot of points, and I just truly believe that he asked the tough questions that a lot of you YouTubers out there don't. Even if you guys were there when it happened, you guys don't ask the same questions that Fred asked, man. And that's why I respect the hell out of Fred for asking those tough questions. It's one thing to say anything on YouTube, on your own little YouTube channel, but it's another thing. It's a whole totally different ball game to do it when you see these guys in person, okay, you guys? Because it's a whole different scenario when you got to see these guys in person, man. And these boxers are just like you and me. They're human beings. AD in the chat, shout out to AD in the chat. He says, let's go, Corey Lee, back with another banger. Yes, sir. You guys, when you guys first come in here, please smash the hell out of the like button, you guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. But we got to get these likes up. We got to get the visibility of the show up, you guys. And we're lit tonight, man. No positive vibes only, no negative vibes. And we're gonna be rocking out all night long, you guys. So just stay here. Get you a drink, get you some water, whatever you need to get. Don't miss it, man. Possibly some special guests coming in a little while, you guys. So yeah, man, just bear with us, man. Mello in the chat says another one. Yes, sir. You already know what it is, man. October 4th says, hey, my brother. You already know, bro. So yeah, man. Gamboa just got signed with the PBC and Al Heyman. Al Heyman signs Gamboa and he signed Rigondeaux, you guys. So we got 2 Cuban fighters and we got Ortiz. So that's pretty much 3 Cuban fighters, and you got or Israelandi Lara. That's 4 Cuban fighters just off the top of my just off the top, just right now, man. And it's one of those situations, you guys. Al Heyman is giving these guys a chance, and I just truly believe that good things will happen, man, from this, man. October 4th in the chat says Ward got up in Fred's ass in that interview, and with good reason. Ward called him out on the race talk after criticizing Wilder. LDBC turned on Ward bad. Wow, man. Yeah, man. That's another thing I wanted to talk about, man. Andre Ward, man. Shout out to Fred. Shout out to Fred from Barbershop Conversations. That's my brother from another. I think he did an awesome, awesome interview. When he interviewed Ward, I called him 20 minutes after that specific interview yesterday. I think I was one of the first to view it. I think he only had about 20 views when he first put it out when I called him. And I told him, man, look, I said, look, I didn't even get through. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't even get through maybe 10. It was a 17-minute interview. I only got through 10 minutes of the interview and I automatically called him, dude. It was just an automatic. I was like, yes, this is what we need in boxing. We need you to stand up. We need these guys to ask these tough questions that a lot of you YouTubers out there don't ask. You guys say all that shit on YouTube. Half of you guys haven't even done an interview before. And it takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to spend your own money to go to these shows, and half the time the fighters treat you like shit. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to call a spade a spade. Half of these times that you go out to these functions and to these arenas and stuff like that, man, these fighters are not trying to do any interviews, man. So it's kind of like tooth and nail trying to get, these fighters out here to do interviews in the first place, man. So, Fred did an awesome job, man. I think he did one hell of a job, man. And we're definitely going to talk about that for sure, man. October 4, AD in the chat says Ward absolutely schooled Fred and made him look like a complete idiot. It was so funny. Why do you say that though, AD? You think he made Fred look like a fool? You guys elaborate that. AD in October 4th. You think, I mean, that's your guys' opinion. If you guys think that, it is what it is. World Breaker fighting in the building. What's up, my brother? I hope all is well, man. What's going on over there? World Breaker fight, man. Like I said, man, I hope all is well, man. And it's all love, bro. October 4th says, at AD says, yeah, he did. I know Fred is Corey's boy, but I don't like that Fred dude's bias narrative. Okay, wow, okay. He says, but I won't bash him here because he's Corey's boy. Nah, man, elaborate that, you guys. I really truly want to see how you guys feel about it. What's your emotions about it? And that's why I open it up for, a live conversation, a live debate. I don't want you guys to hold back anything. Just try to be respectful, you guys. That's all I ask. But if you guys don't agree with anything that Fred said, you don't agree with the narrative that he came out of, you guys can voice your opinion here. I want this to be the outlet that you guys never had. Okay. I want this to be the outlet that you guys can talk about whatever you want, whenever you want to. And like I said, man, this is gonna be the place to do it, man. Smash the living shit out of that like button, you guys. We got to get these likes up, man. We've got to get these likes up before I start. We got to get these likes up, you guys. Straight up, man. Let's get these likes up, and let's get these likes up now. All right. Evil Green says, Corey Lee, what's up, bro? We back. You already know, my brother. Mosquito says, oh yeah, it's tempting to square up with these boxers, but that's not a good idea. I'm telling you, man. A lot of these YouTube guys say just demolish these guys, okay, on a live stream or behind closed door. Some of these YouTubers, you don't even see their face. You know what I mean? You'll never see their face. You know what I mean? But and they say that they have so much respect for these fighters, but in some of the videos, they pretty much show no respect to these guys at all, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, man. And you know what YouTubers I'm talking about out there, man. Straight up, bro. Let me read these chats though, my brother. We're gonna get into it today, you guys. We're gonna reach these topics that a lot of channels aren't talking about. And it might be controversial, man, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna respect it, though. We're gonna respect these, our brothers and sisters out there, man. But at the same time, these are subjects and matters that need to be brought up, you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Mosquito says, can't front. Fred be capping for the Porters. Oh man. So you feel like he's showing favoritism to Sean Porter and Kenny Porter? Oh, I can see where you're coming from with that. I can definitely see where you're coming from with that. October 4th says, at Corey Lee Boxing, it's got to be tough to do these interviews with these boxers. He says, I would love to ask Wilder a bunch of tough questions, but it would be very intimidating to do it in person. That's what I'm saying, you guys. When you guys go into these interviews, you guys going, asking these tough questions, I'm gonna be honest, man. Gary Russell, when I interview Gary Russell, man, he's not a open guy, man. He's like a closed book, and it's like biting. It's literally like pulling tooth and nail to try to get anything out of this guy. He keeps a poker face through the whole interview process, and he doesn't open up about damn near anything, dude. So when I had to get these interviews, and I'm like, damn, man, like I gotta step on my game to talk to this dude, man, because it was just so hard, man. It was just so hard talking to this guy, man. And like I said, man, it was just really, really tough, man. And a lot of you guys out there that never done an interview, never, never, probably don't never want to do an interview. But it was just really, really tough, man. And I just really think that, a lot of these guys out here, they say they want to do stuff like that, but they definitely don't want no problems, man, when they got to do these interviews, man. AD in the chat says, shout out to my moderators in the chat too. Armando Colon, you're up next for the moderator too, bro. I got you. AD says October 4th, Fred tried to bait Ward into something that was blown up. Ward is like me, mixed race and not racist to either black or white people. And the way the LDBC turned on Ward is disgusting. Yo. Hey, AD, elaborate on that. Why do you think that the LDBC, first of all, shout out to the LDBC, but why do you think that the LDBC and the people that are over there at the LDBC, why do you feel like they turn on Ward for? I mean, do you agree or do you not agree with what Ward said? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Ward says some wild shit. I gotta call a spade, dude. I'm not gonna sit here and bite my tongue, dog. This is, first of all, you guys need to smash the hell out of the like button, man, before I even finish, man. We got to get these likes up, bro. You ain't showing me no love with the likes, man. Let's get these likes up, bro. That's all I'm asking, man. Let's get these likes up, bro. All right. With that being said, man, Ward was saying some wild shit, bro. Fred asked him, pretty much, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said, something along the lines of, our, your people or whatever like that, and Ward came where somewhere along the lines of, whose people, what people, like, what are you talking about? Like, Fred was referring to the black culture, the black youth, the black sisters and brothers out there that support him, Andre Ward didn't get that. Andre Ward is either he didn't get it. I think he knew exactly what Fred was talking about, but I'm not even gonna say he was blind to the fact, because I don't think it was any of that. I just think he blatantly didn't want to recognize what Fred was talking about, man. And that is kind of effed up, man, because a lot of brothers and sisters did have, Andre Ward's back, man. When a lot of people weren't buying it, his people, majority of the people that was buying Andre Ward's tickets were probably black. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Do you guys agree? What do you guys think about that? Am I hitting on the right points? Am I saying, what do you guys think? I think the majority of people that watched Andre Ward fights were black. Straight up. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. Let's see what we got here. Unbiased or biased boxing talk in the chat. What's up, my brother? He says, I don't agree with any of these pro-black channels that bash Anthony Joshua, Timothy Bradley, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford. These YouTubers, these YouTube guys are frauds. Shout out to unbiased or motherfucking biased boxing talk, yo. Yo, this dude is not holding back, yo. Yeah, man. I'm telling you guys, man. A lot of these YouTubers, they hide behind the laptop, they hide behind the camera. They say that they're gonna go to these events. They never go to any of these events, even if there isn't, even if it is in their hometown of California, Texas, the DMV. These guys don't show up. I'm sorry, but they don't. Even in New York, they don't. Shout out to Blue Blood. He does show up. He does ask those tough questions when I see him working out there. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports. That's my brother from another. And shout out to Fred. He asked those tough questions as well, man. But a lot of you guys' favorite YouTube channels, they don't even do interviews. They stand behind the camera and they fucking, and they run their mouth, dude. But they talk about it's one thing to talk about a fight. It's another thing to interview a fighter and say those same exact words and the same exact energy that you're using. You use that same exact energy to that fighter that you're talking about, dude. Okay? Almost about 95 to 90 to 95% of the YouTubers out here will not ever do that. Period. And I'm being honest with you guys. Okay? They're not going to do it. They're not man enough to do it. Fred, he stood up. I mean, I don't. Some of you guys probably don't agree with what Fred said. But what was he supposed to say? I mean, was he supposed to be nice when he didn't agree with what Andre Ward said about Deontay Wilder? I mean, come on, man. AD in the chat says some of the comments in Fred's video by these LDBC are so racist, calling Ward's dad the devil because he's white and disowned Ward as a black man, etc., etc. It's so wrong and racist. It's unreal. Hey, man, I'm not going to go that far on this channel, man. I respect Ward as a man. Like I said, I respect him as a man. His father tried to do the best he could with raising him and so on and so forth, man. But I just didn't really agree with what Ward said, man, to Fred. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When it was referring to the African American, the culture. You know. Armando Colon says, "What's up, Corey? But Davis is fighting Gamboa. We're gonna get to that in a minute, Armando Colon. But that is definitely a fight that could possibly happen in 2019. That is definitely a fight that is probably gonna happen. I believe it's gonna happen. It all makes sense, man. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. I'm gonna talk about it in a minute. October 4th says at Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk. I don't mind channels being a little biased towards some fighters or networks, but the channels that use race as a lure for subs is unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, man. Because they do that. They do a lot of that. A lot of these channels out here, they lure guys, they lure people in for subs, on the whole race situation, but like I said, it's subject. Sometimes it needs to be brought up though, man. It's one of those subjects. It's a touchy subject though, man. Mosquito says, yes, Ward was wrong. Okay, so you do agree with me on that, Mosquito. Okay, Mosquito in the chat says he does agree with me on that. Okay. Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk says October 4th. Those guys claim to be pro-black, but I see a lot of hate for black fighters. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Unbiased, Biased Boxing Talk. That's deep, my brother. For real, man. That's deep, bro. That's deep, bro. For real, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hello? Yo, what up? I'm on live stream right now, bro. If you got some time, you can hop on if you want, man. All right, email me at Corey Lee's Boxing. All right. All right, bro. Email me. All right. Yeah, my bad. I had a phone call, you guys. Shout out to my boy DC Mike. That was my boy DC Mike on YouTube. He's out there in the DMV area, in the DC area. He does these interviews too. He does a lot of interviews with them lower tier fighters that are maybe that have not, got the Showtime back and all that, or the the DAZN backing and stuff like that. So shout out to him. But that was deep. Unbiased boxing talk. Biased boxing talk says October 4th. Those guys claim to be pro-black, but I see a lot of hate for black fighters. So you're pretty much saying that these YouTubers that are African American are hating on their own, or they're hating on their own unbiased or biased boxing talk. You're saying that these black YouTube channels are hating on their African American fighters. Okay, that's what you're saying. Armando Colon says, TBH, I used to like the LDBC, but now I hate the LDBC. Dudes are hella racist for no reason. It's all about equality. Hashtag UGC. I mean, that's how you feel. Like I said, I still got some guys in the LDBC that I'm really cool with. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports. Shout out to Blood Sports. Shout out to Cali Enigma, World Breaker Fighting, and a couple others, man. These guys are still cool with me, man. So I'm not going to single them out, but I know what you're talking about. Some of these LDBC guys go a little, hey, man, but you can't, like, a couple guys can't sport a bunch but it can. I guess it can sometimes, because they're under that one banner. But that's a whole different topic. But Mosquito says, what I can't even comment on this unless I see this interview. You got to see the interview, Mosquito. I'm telling you, bro, it's mind-boggling. I called him, like I said, the interview is 17 minutes long. I called Fred personally after about 10 minutes, dude, to talk to him about this damn interview. Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk says, Ward said, I'm for everyone, not just the black race. And you can't be mad at that. He's biracial. I completely understand with that. But when he said, when Fred said, I did the interview for us or something like that, or something along the lines. He said, for us or whatever. He said, Ward said something along the lines of, who is us or whatever, and I believe that Ward knew exactly what he was talking about. He was playing dumb, and I truly think he knew what he was talking about. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And obviously Fred was talking about the African American culture. Big Money says Mayweather gonna fight Pacquiao again. Hey man, Mayweather was definitely asked about it, man, and he pretty much blew up. Like, I mean, like, dude, are you mad that we're asking you about it, or are you scared to fight him, or what's the problem, Mayweather? Well, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Mosquito says, just say names and get it over with. Yeah. Oh, okay. October 4th says, yes, Ward just said what he thought about Wilder losing to Fury and the rematch being a bad idea of Wilder. And the LDBC got toxic, calling him a coon and saying he isn't a true black man. That's crazy. That's crazy. They said that. They said that Andre Ward isn't a true black man. That's why I don't know who said that, but that's wild though. That's wild as shit. That's wild as shit, dude. That's wild as shit, dude. That's wild as shit. God damn. Some of them dudes be going on a tangent though, man. Like some of them dudes get so mad, like it boils their blood. Like when a guy talks like the way Andre Ward did today. Underrated Darkness, salute my brother in the chat, man. Gotta get down to you, bro. We'll see what's up. AD says, bottom line is I've seen Fred and a lot of LDBC channels turn on black fighters they used to ride with in a blink of an eyelid. Wow. So you're pretty much saying that the LDBC and stuff like that, some of those guys over there will turn on black fighters and stuff like that with like Timothy Bradley and Andre Ward. Is that what you mean by that? AD in the chat. Shout out to AD in the chat for expressing his opinion. You can do that here at Corey Lee's Boxing. Expressing your opinion is very, very okay. You can do that here. I have no problem with you doing that here. No problem at all with you doing that on here, my brother. You can do that on here whenever you want to. Let me go to the chats. Mosquito says they have to ask questions is a way so they're not banned. So I understand. Yeah, man, they gotta ask these questions, you guys. They gotta ask these questions, you guys. They gotta ask these questions, man. They got to. All right. Um, Shout out to Underrated Darkness. Armon Cologne said the LDBZ was sucking on Ward with the Kovalev fights. AD says exactly. All this hate came from Ward saying he don't think Wilder wants to fight Fury again, and all the Wilder protection squad jumped on Ward as quick fast. Yeah, man, they pretty. I'm gonna say this, man, about the whole situation, you guys. I think that what Ward said was wrong. I don't agree with what he said, and with some of those guys over there at the LDBC, they're speaking how they feel, man. Some of them are following the lead of others, but I believe that some are. That's how they feel. I'm gonna be honest with you on that. Straight up, man. You got followers wherever you go. That's just in life, you guys. There's followers wherever you go. Straight up. So yeah, man. Let's see what we got. Okay, so Mosquito says, just call out names. Don't paint the whole LDBC under one brush. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you guys. If you guys saying names, if you guys don't feel some way about somebody in the LDBC, just say their name. You don't gotta say like the whole LDBC, because there's guys in the LDBC that are mad cool, man. They're mad cool, man. That are mad cool, bro. But yeah, man. October 4th says the only LDBC guy I like to listen to is Mr. Boxing Today. Oh, that's my brother right there, man. He does heavyweight boxing, man. That dude's cool as shit, yo. He says that dude is the best in heavyweight boxing talk. Yes, he is, bro. October 4th, I 100% agree with you on that, bro. I love listening to him when he talks. He just doesn't do a lot of live streams anymore, man. I don't know if his personal life got a lot more busier now, man, but he just doesn't do a whole lot of live streams, I don't believe, anymore, man. But it's all good. Like I said, it is all good. I mean, like I said, if he don't want to do live streams that much anymore, that's on him. He does a lot of spontaneous live streams too. He says, and he doesn't have much bias at all and allows sticks to boxing rather than drama. Yeah, that's true. Unbiased or biased boxing talk says the LDBC is a toxic as fuck for boxing, race baiting like a motherfucker. they all call AJ Eddie Hearn slaves master Hearn and say Bob Arum is Crawford's master. So much for being pro-black. Oh my God. Hey, unbiased biased boxing talk, yo. You wow, bro. You wow though, bro. Unbiased in the chat going Cam. October 4th says Corey Lee Boxing. Much respect for getting into these tough subjects. Most channels won't approach this racial subject in boxing from an objective perspective like this. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I just try to be wide open, man. I try to not, I try to not, go for one side or another, man. I try to, look at both sides of the whole situation. And a lot of these times, you guys, you don't want to blow up and then the next day you regret saying that, because I've seen guys, over there, I've seen guys, blow up, and then the next day apologize and say, you know what, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to say this about him. I went a little too far. And I think when you start bringing a guy's family into it, because Andre Ward has a beautiful African-American wife, and to be honest with you, he's got African-American kids, I believe. So with that being said, man, there's only but so much, him, not sticking up for his people. That only can go but so far, I feel, because the guy, no matter, even if he doesn't want to accept it, I don't know what's going on in his head, but dude, he's African American, and for people to say he's not sticking up for his people, that's like saying he's not sticking up for his own kids. His kids are African American, dude. He's half of African American or whatever you want to say. I guess his mom's or dad's white or whatever, and his wife is, I believe, she's all the way African American. So what the hell does that make his kids? He's African American, straight up. Straight the fuck up. He's an African American. Is they come. If a cop pulled Andre Ward over tomorrow, God forbid, they would say we have one black male. That's what he is. They're not seeing that he's European. They're not saying that he's, this color or that color. We have one black male. That's what Andre Ward is. I don't care what nobody say about that shit. That's what he is, though. AD says October 4th. So true. Corey Lee, big up. You're a real one. For real, 100%. Oh, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. October 4th says Corey Lee at Corey Lee Boxing, but is it okay for Fred to say, for us, meaning black fans, is it fine if Golovkin says he wants to win a fight for the white race? Both sound bad to me. I mean, I understand where Fred's coming from, though, man. Because a lot of black fighters don't get their just due, bro. Straight up, October 4th. I'm not sure if you're black or white October 4th. I'm not asking you or nothing like that. But all I'm saying is, Fred tries to stand up for his culture, man, for his race, man. He's an African American fan. That's just what he is, That's just what he is, man. That's just what the fuck he is, man. And he knowingly knows that, and he's open about it. He's cool with it. He's letting everybody know, look, if there's a black fighter versus a white fighter, whatever, or a black fighter versus a Mexican fighter, I'm picking the black fighter. That's what Fred will tell you. That's what he would do. Now, if it's right, that it's right to him. It's right to him. Who am I to say that man's wrong? You know what I'm saying? That's him. That's what he thinks. So, like I said, man, that's what he thinks. That's how he feels. And I can't take that from that guy, man. That's my brother right there, though, man. But like I said, that's how he feels, and he feels strongly about that too. But like I said, man, a lot of people don't know what the African community been through. They've been through a lot of shit. So when a guy like Andre Ward, when Fred says for us, and Andre Ward, counteracts that and says, pretty much asks a question like not knowing what he's talking about, when we know damn well what he's talking about. It pissed a lot of fans off, man, because a lot of fans bought Andre Ward tickets and stuff like that, and it goes deep. It's deeper than just what we can see is the knife cuts deep with that. Armando Colon says Ward was the LDBC king. Second was Wilder. Third are the Charlos. Crazy how they turn on them. Hey, man, that's just crazy. Yo, Evil Green says just in 2 minutes of the interview. Wow, shake my fucking head. 2 minutes. That he says that I won't get back. Oh, man. Evil Green says just seen it. Oh, you did, Evil Green? What did you take from the interview, bro? What did you take from it, man? Mosquito says, all right, that's enough with that. Shake my head. Damn, just pull up. Yeah, Mosquito, you're right. Angel Santos says, yo, salute my bro. Smash that like button. Yes, sir. You already know. Smash that like button. Miss Weed Degree says, what's good, Corey Lee in the chat? You already know. October 4th says, at Mosquito. I get tired of everyone bringing up the LDBC too often as well, bro. It's a shame how bad a reputation they have because there are a few good channels in there, but they wanted to group up. So Armando Colon says, I hate it 78 Sports, Deontay's Boxing Nation, Boxing Eagles, so biased, and Dante's and 78 are so racist. Ego isn't, but he just as biased as shit. They, the biggest LDBC channels. I used to support them. Now, fuck them. Oh my God. Y'all are wildin'. We Degree says, chat old as fuck. Most of them channels are delusional. Yeah, I mean, let's just get off the whole LDBC, man. Shout out to the LDBC and some of the guys that's in the LDBC, man. Like I said, I don't agree with everything they say, man, but I agree with some of the channels and their content. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's all love over here at Corey Lee Boxing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's talk about these boxing, you guys. How do you guys feel that, I'm glad you brought it up, Mosquito. Gamboa versus Gervonta Davis should be a good one. Yeah, let's talk about that, you guys. Gervonta Davis, as you all know, if you guys been under a rock, you need to wake the hell up, okay? Gervonta Davis has just signed a two-fight promotional deal with the PBC, meaning that his fights will be televised now on the PBC, okay? Yorkios Gamboa from Cuba, okay? I believe he's an Olympic gold medalist. He's got tons of accolades. Obviously, you all know that Mikey Garcia supposedly ducked Gamboa. We all know that Gamboa hurt Terrence Crawford. In their fight that they had, Terrence Crawford looked very vulnerable against Gamboa. He obviously went back and stopped Gamboa, but he did look very vulnerable. That's a big fight. When I'm gonna ask you guys this, you guys. Do you guys think that, with that fight coming up, with that fight possibly coming up next for Gervonta Davis? Because I think it'll eventually come because it's just a big fight. It's a mega fight for Gervonta Davis and what he's dealt with right now. Okay, he's not dealt with a whole lot of guys in that division at 130 pounds right now. There's not a whole lot of guys in that division that are named fighters. You got guys like Tevin Farmar, but Tevin Farmar, I mean, he's okay, but I mean, dude, he's getting like $100,000 paydays, dude. And shout out to the Ringside Reporter. I talked about this yesterday on the Ringside Reporter. They're saying, why are we bringing up money? Why are we talking about money? Why are we talking about money? Because money is about, if you don't talk about the business side of the sport, the fight will never get made, dude. Straight up, man. Straight the fuck up. I think Gamboa does pretty good against Gervonta Davis. I think Gervonta Davis, stretches the shit out of Gamboa eventually, but I think the beginning of the fight will be very interesting, very entertaining. Shout out to We Degree says, he says WBSS gonna collapse. I believe so, man. Something weird is going on over there in the WBSS tournament. They're not paying their fighters. Ivan Barakhchek, from what I'm hearing, he pulled out of his fight against Josh Taylor, I believe. So I don't know if they're not paying their fighters or what, man, but they better tighten up, man, because they got a lot of money still left in that tournament, man, and they need to tighten the fuck up. We Degree says, I was looking forward to Taylor versus Progress. Me too, but that's not a for sure thing. I don't believe that fight. They don't each fighter got to get past who's in front of them first. We Degree. That's not a for sure thing that they're gonna fight each other in the finals. October 4th. Shout out to the WBSS tournament too. That shit is awesome. If you guys don't know about it, it's on DAZN. And it's an awesome tournament. It's a 140-pound division. All the top fighters at 140-pound division, except Jose Ramirez, which didn't want to fucking join it and duck the hell out of Regis Progress. That's another thing too, you guys. We need to talk about Jose Ramirez and his fight last night. I think his fight last night matter of fact, I might change the headline. This chat is going to be about the Andre Ward and Fred interview. But this is going to be about the 140-pound division, you guys. I think that's just going to be lit. I think a lot of people at the 140 pounds division, it's so much talent in that division, you guys. I mean, it's just so much talent. And so that's what we're going to talk about right now. Let me know what you guys' favorite fighters are at 140 pounds. I'll definitely bring them up because I want to run through the mill of all the fighters, Mosquito in the chat says, I think Gamboa would be Tank's toughest opponent. You think so, Mosquito? You think Yorkios Gamboa would be Gervonta Tank Davis's toughest opponent if they were to fight this year? You think so, Mosquito? Elaborate on that, my brother. We Degree says, fighters not getting paid. The Boxing Voice interviewed Regis about it. Yeah, man. That's the thing, man. That's what I'm saying. If you don't cut that check, bro, hey, man, I'm telling you, these fighters aren't going to fight for you. October 4th says Crawford gets so pissed when people bring up Gamboa hurting him. I know, bro. That shit is hilarious. He says, I don't blame him. It was a long time ago. And he said, and 2 weight classes ago. Yup. Armando Colon says, Corey again, I really like Tank Davis, but he needs to fight someone better than Gamboa. Gamboa is done and gets dropped a lot. Davis is just going to blow him out of the water. Davis needs to fight someone else. But I'm going to tell you, to counter on what you just said, Armando, I respect what you just said. I really don't agree with that because I'm going to tell you right now, Gamboa might have a questionable chin, but he has very, very good power for that smaller weight division, okay? He has enough good power that he went up 2 weight classes and fought Terrence Crawford at 135 pounds, knowing that he was going to be outweighed by Terrence Crawford the night of the fight by about 10 to 15 pounds, okay, and still fought him and moved up the weight to fight him, okay, and still hurt him, okay? So when he's fighting at a smaller weight division at like 130 pounds, I think he does really well against Gervonta Davis, I mean, and if anything, even if he doesn't want to take those chances, dude, he's a pure boxer as well, too, okay? He just gets caught up. He gets caught into slugging with these fighters, you guys, So I just truly think that Gamboa still does have a little bit left in that tank, and I think that, hey, man, you could, look at Jose Ramirez, dude. He almost lost last night. A lot of people said he did lose last night. Not on paper he didn't lose, but a lot of people said that Jose Ramirez lost last night in the Sunday night's fight that they had last night on ESPN. A lot of people said that he lost that fight. October 4th says, Armando says the top 10 in his division. October 4th says, I don't think Gamboa is nearly the fighter he was back when he fought Crawford. Well, we got to see, we got to see, we have to see. Weed Degree says, Kalea spent it on Snip. What the fuck? Weed Degree says, I think they would end up fighting each other. October 4th says, Davis keeps fighting lighter dudes from 126 and lower. He says, when he gonna fight a 130-pound contender? He has a world title. Defend it against top guys in your weight class, Tank. I agree with you 100% on that. October 4th, he does need to fight somebody at 130 pounds. But I think that Gamboa is a good 130-pound fighter. Yes, he's got world champions at 126, but he's an older fighter now. So I think 130 pounds is probably Shit, I think Gamboa probably could fight at 135 and probably have some good upside. But I think 130 pounds is probably about right. And you know, if Tank Davis beats Gamboa, I would give him credit for it. You know, I really would. Weed Degree says, I agree at Corey. Thank you, bro. Mosquito says, please, Tank. It's time to step it up, my brother. I'm done. Oh, all right. Armando Colon says, at October 4th, agreed. Gamboa is done. He was really good in his prime. And when he fought Crawford, he was mid prime now. He's past his mid prime. So what? So what the fuck? So he was in his mid prime against Crawford. Now he's past his mid prime. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude. Armando says mid prime Gamboa was still very dangerous. I never thought Crawford was going to beat him. Wow. October 4th says at Coily Boxing, I could agree Gamboa would be Tank's best test to date. Otherwise, it's Pedraza, but Pedraza didn't really fight Tank well. He stood in front of Tank and barely moved. Wrong plan. Yeah, that's very true too. Weed Degree says Zico and Tronyowski at 140. They're fighting at 140, Weed Degree? Are you asking me or are you telling me? Weed Degree says, and Taylor hope he goes far. Yeah, I think Taylor might win that tournament, but I think Regis Progress. I truly my initial pick was Regis Progress, but I think Josh Taylor's coming on strong, man. That's a tough son of a gun, dude. That's a tough son of a gun, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. October 4th says Armando Colon. Yeah, Gamboa was considered a top pound for pound fighter when he fought Terrence Crawford. Weed Degree says Khalil is the promoter for the WBSS, Corey. Oh, okay. George Francis says Gamboa was off for a whole year when he fought Bud. Yeah, that's true too, George Francis. I think he lost. Yeah, Gamboa did lose against Crawford. Weed Degree says at October 4th, 100. Armando Colon says, I'm sorry, Corey, but when Gamboa fought Crawford in 2014, when he was dangerous, he's old now at 36 years old and lost to some 24-12 dude. And Jason Sosa beat him, but was robbed. Davis needs to fight the top 10 at 130. But who is that? Okay. And what if the top 30 don't want to fight him? Okay. Because let's be honest, I don't see a whole lot of guys standing in line to fight Tank Davis. Straight up. Tank Davis is a fucking monster puncher, dude. Especially at that lower division, you guys. I mean, Tank Davis at 130 pounds, dude. I believe he's the toughest SOB at 130. Straight up, bar none. October 4th says, last I heard, there were two great fights coming up at 140 pounds in the WBSS tournament. I think either Progress or Taylor takes it, but it's very hard to say who wins between them. Yeah. I mean, you got to understand, man, the WBSS tournament, dude, is one hell of a tournament, but they don't have their finances together, dude. I'm still hearing about people and guys in the tournament, like Ivan Barachnichik, that's a champion. He hasn't got paid yet, you know, for a fight that happened months ago, you know, or the bonus that he was supposed to get or something like that, you know. And I don't think he would lie, you know. These are finances that he's owed and that he needs to get paid for. Okay, that's the only thing about doing them damn tournaments. you might not get paid what you're worth, or you might not get paid what you're contracted to get paid, you know? Or if they say, look, you know, you're gonna make this amount of money, but if you win, your bonus will be this amount of money. I think it was something along the lines of that, and they didn't get their bonus. So guess what? If you win and you're promised to get, or if you're in writing, you sign it. You look, I'm supposed to get this, and you know, from what I'm hearing, the WBSS tournaments are saying that, you know, they are gonna pay them or something like that. So they actually admitted to it, you know. So it's one of those effed up things, man, where the WBSS tournament, yes, the them like the best fighting the best is a good product to put out there for the customer to watch. But if you don't have the finances together and you're ripping off boxers left and right, who the fuck wants to watch it? Excuse my language. Who wants to watch it? Okay? I want to watch it, but dude, I don't want to watch it if the fighters aren't going to get paid for, you know, taking hellacious blows. Because let's be honest, you guys, the best are fighting the best in that tournament. Okay? These are the best 140-pound fighters in the world. And yes, I said the best because Jose Ramirez has so many holes in his game that I think he gets stopped by Josh Taylor, and I definitely think he gets stopped by Regis Progress. Do you guys agree? Shout out to Weed Degree in the chat, man. Shout out to Mr. Beachy in the chat, says Burchelt. You like Burchelt? Burchelt is pretty good, man, but I mean, I don't know. Burchelt's pretty good, but you know, like I said, Burchelt's over there. You know, I believe he's across the water, and you know, Bob. I believe he's a Bob Arum fighter, if I'm not mistaken, or Golden Boy. And we both know neither one of those guys do business unless it's a mandatory spot. You know, they're only going to do business with each other unless it's a mandatory spot, you guys. We Degree says true at Corey. October 4th says Armando Colon says, I think the top guys at 130 aren't with the PBC, and that's the big problem. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though, bro. If the top guys at 130 aren't signed with the PBC, Tank pretty much is not going to fight them. Straight up. Tank is not going to fight. If you're not signed to PBC and you're at 130 pounds and you're a champion and you're not signed to the PBC, chances are you're not going to fight Tank Davis. That's just the truth, you guys. Straight up. We Degree says true at Corey. Appreciate it. Yep. October 4th says it sucks that promotional politics ruin the good fights. Yeah, man, it is, man. It is. It does suck because there's a lot of good fights out there that we could be watching right now, you guys. But guess what? We're not watching them because of the boxing politics. Okay? Other promoters don't want to fucking work with other promoters, and it sucks. And us as being true fans, diehard fans, we're paying the biggest price for it. You know? We Degree says October 4th says it will soon come to the point where there are no contracts, just a fight by fight basis to clean up belts in most divisions. You think so, We Degree? I don't know, bro. Them promoters live on them contracts, bro. I don't know about that. Quincy in the chat says, is Herb fighting Harrison next? Hell no, Quincy. Harrison is fighting Charlo next because Charlo still wants his belt that he feels like he didn't lose. After rewatching that fight, I believe that it could have been a draw, but if you gave it to Harrison, I'm not going to be mad at you. Okay, it was that close of a fight when I rewatched it. Initially, I thought, wow, man. I mean, initially I thought it could have been a draw. But after rewatching it, I was like, you know what? You know, Harrison, you know, was boxing his ass off. October 4th says, I wish the WBSS would get a crack at the diva divisions like 147 and 160. Too much money invested in those star fighters, though, so they won't get put in tournaments. You would never see Canelo Alvarez in no tournament style fight, man. He would never get into no shit like that, you guys. And I don't even think Triple G would. Maybe later in his career, but I don't think he would now. Hell no. Neither one of those guys would. Armando Colon says Francisco Vargas would fight Tank Tevin Farmar. Once Smoke been wanting it. Miguel Burchell wants Tank. Hell, Miguel Roman would fight Tank. Even Alberto Machado wanted Smoke, but he just lost. Armando Colon, I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Tank Davis completely demolished Alberto Machado, who you just brought up in camp, okay? Alberto Machado, which was until last week happened, was the WBA champion, okay? And at first he was a super champion, okay? And before he was champion, he was brought to camp, to Gervonta Davis's camp, to help him out in sparring, okay? Gervonta Davis was on record saying that Machado, it was no contest to him, okay? He got knocked down numerous times in camp, and his camp made a decision, okay? Not Gervonta Davis's camp, but Alberto Machado's camp made the decision, okay, to pack their bags 3 weeks into camp, okay? We're talking about a 2-month-long camp, and in just 3 weeks, okay, you pack your bags and you're out of there? You know, like, what the fuck, okay? Yes, Gervonta Davis, they said that Gervonta Davis dropped Alberto Machado 3 times in camp, you guys, okay? That's why I knew, and just looking at the way he fights, I could see that happening straight up, because Alberto Machado is very flawed. He gets hit too flush, okay? And he can't even take a good body attack by, I'm not even going to say a fisted puncher, and Andrew Consejo that just beat him last Saturday, but dude, that wasn't no Tank Davis that was hitting him. Okay, just imagine those blows coming from Tank. He probably fractured his fucking rib, for heaven's sakes. Okay? So Armando Colon, for you to have the audacity to bring up Alberto Machado, you got to do your research, bro. Machado will get destroyed by Tank Davis, and I've been saying that, okay? So I'm going to need you to go back and do your research, my brother. Salute, though. George Francis says, talking about that guy who fought in the main event last night, Freddie Roach guy, I think he won. Oh, okay. I don't know who you're talking about. Weed Degree says the WBSS at 147 wouldn't happen. Laugh out loud. The Diva division. So shit, 160 the same way. Heavyweight is the same way too, you guys. Heavyweight is definitely the Diva division. You got Anthony Joshua in it. Weed Degree says, hit that like if you haven't yet. Yeah, hit that like button, you guys. Smash the hell out of that like button, you guys. Come on, man. Let's get those likes up. Lawrence Williams, what's up, bro? I put a link to the chat. I mean, a link to this live stream, Lawrence Williams, if you want to join. And in the chat that we're in on the Google Hangouts, bro. If you want to join, I'll probably be on too much long, but that's on you. Armando Colon says, I think Taylor does beat Jose Ramirez, but Progress gets hit a lot. Yeah, but Jose Ramirez cannot stand the power of Regis Progress, dude. The power alone, Jose Ramirez will get destroyed by Regis Progress just from pure power. Even if Progress did, I'll take 2 to give you 1. Okay, Regis Progress will still dog walk the shit out of Jose Ramirez. Okay, that's how flawed of a fighter he is. Okay, Armando Colon says Jose Ramirez versus Regis Progress is a 50-50 fight. They will go to war. Armando, you're smoking, and I'm gonna need you to put it down. Okay, I don't know what you're smoking. I don't know if they laced your weed or what you're smoking, dude. But for you to say after, I don't know if you watched the fight last night with Jose Ramirez, fighting, damn near nobody last night, okay? He went tooth and nail, okay, with the guy that had never been a champion before, never was a former champion, anything, okay? He went tooth and nail with this guy, okay? And a lot of people said that he lost that fight last night, okay? Okay? Jose Ramirez will get knocked the fuck out by Regis Progress, okay? And I'm willing to bet money on that, Armando Colon. So just get your money together, Armando Colon, okay? Get your money together for that, okay? I don't mind taking your money on that, dude. Since you think that's a 50-50 fight. If you think that's a 50-50 fight, Armando Colon, get your 50-50 money together. George Francis says, Progress do get hit a lot, but I think he believes and give it, take it. What? George Francis says Progress do get hit a lot, but I think he believes in give it, take it. Laugh out loud. Okay. October 4th says Corey says to Quincy is heard. Oh my god, yo, this shit is too funny. October 4th says Corey says to Quincy, is Heard fighting Harrison next? Hell no, Quincy. Laugh out loud. I love those Corey responses. Dude, because I'm like, Quincy, where the fuck did that come from, dude? Like, you not been watching my videos for the past fucking month and a half since fucking Harrison won the fight a month, or at least a couple weeks? Dude, Charlo is not letting this dude Harrison fight anybody else until he gets that rematch. And that's on God. That's on God and them. How Adrian Broner say it? That's on God and them. Oh, shit. I crack myself up sometimes. Quincy in the chat says, Machado got knocked down by Tank. Yeah, in sparring. He got knocked down 3 times in sparring. He got sent home only 3 weeks into camp, into a 10-week camp. Okay? Machado was supposed to be in camp with Gervonta Davis for 10 weeks. Okay? He got sent home. Matter of fact, he didn't even get sent home. His camp thought it was in his best interest to go home 3 weeks into camp. And that came out of Gervonta Davis' mouth. Go look at the interview if you don't believe me. Armando Colon. Now he's still going on about this. You want to bring it up again? All right. Armando Colon says, yeah, I know, but you says, yeah, I know. What do you know, Armando Colon? You say, yeah, I know, but what do you know, though? Really? You said, yeah, I know, but. If you know, why would you put a but, though? It just, come on, bro. You said Tank Davis fighting Machado is better than fighting Cuellar or a Ruiz because he's in the top 10. That would be a good name on the record. Better than nothing. Yeah, but fighting Cuellar, I think Cuellar probably beats Machado. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think Cuellar beats Machado straight up. Shit, I think Mares beats Cuellar. I think Mares beats Machado. Okay? Shit, Ruiz might beat him. I'm gonna give him a little bit of respect. I think he can beat Ruiz, Hugo Ruiz, but he might not even knock him out, dude. I've seen Machado go 10, 12 rounds with guys he was supposed to stop. And they 12 long born rounds. Okay? So this guy Machado was a hype job. And it was only a matter of time before he gets stopped. And that's what the fuck happened. Okay, he got stopped. Okay? Weed Degree says, what's good, Lawrence? October 4th says, is there any efficient way to look up which fighters are with which promoter and networks? It's hard as hell to keep up with that. And I watch boxing news constantly. Well, Alberto Machado is with DAZN, and Tank Davis is with PBC. And Miguel Burchelt, I believe I know for a fact he's with the Zone 2, I believe. And Tank Davis is still with PBC. So that's how you break that down. Smash that like button, you guys, on your way in. It's all love, baby. But yeah, We Degree says BoxRec has an event breakdown, but only shows previous fighters' fights promoters. Mosquito says, as far as the Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2, I can honestly care less. It's all about the young bloods now. But I'll give it to Pacquiao. He's the only one at this point willing to fight these young cats. Yeah, that's very true, bro. Lawrence Williams says Zepeda is not a nobody. Just a lot of fans don't do their research. Yeah, Zepeda, that's why I said that. Well, I'm not gonna say he wasn't a nobody. That's why I took it back. But I'm like, he's he's not a known fighter, okay? And Jose Ramirez was supposed to beat this guy, Lawrence Williams. Not only did I believe he not beat him, I believe he lost. Okay. It was a very, very, very razor thin fight, even in the judges' scorecards. Okay. I believe one of the judges had it a draw. Okay. But if Jose Ramirez wants to be a great fighter like Regis Progress is, Lawrence Williams, is what I'm trying to debate here and what I'm trying to talk about right now. Okay. If Jose Ramirez wants to be a great fighter, okay, like a lot of people give him praise for, he was supposed to, beat, okay, visibly beat Zepeda, okay, but he didn't do that, okay. Not only did he didn't visibly beat him, a lot of people said he visibly lost to him, okay, okay. So I believe that Ramirez has like I was saying, Ramirez has a lot of holes in his game. Straight up. He's a flawed fighter. I mean, pretty much all of them are, but some more than others. Jose Ramirez being that one. And I always believed that he ducked Regis Progress. Okay? Anytime that you give a mandatory the fucking diamond belt, you make up a belt called the Diamond WBC belt, okay? You give Regis Progress that because Jose Ramirez, fought Amir Iman for the belt, for the title, dude. Like, that's bullshit, man. Because Don King got ties with the WBC and Lou DiBella, I guess, isn't that high on the promotional rankings. So they give him a fucking diamond belt and told him pretty much, kiss my ass. I'll fight you when I feel like it. Like, it's bullshit, man. I ain't feeling it, man. It's bullshit, man. That's the sport we live in, though, you guys. This is the sport that we love so much. You know? You know? Armando Colon says October 4th. Jose is proven against Amon and Orzokos. Amon was top 10 at the time, and Orzokos is still top 10. October 4th says that Mosquito. I agree that Manny Pacquiao, Maypac 2 is not a relevant fight, but it would still be the biggest pay-per-view event in sports because of the casual base. I would rather see Pac go through Thurman while he's rusty. I think that I think Maypac 2 is a very interesting fight because Mayweather's getting old. Pacquiao looks like he's gotten a little bit of resurgence, but I think the same thing happens. He gets he he gets he pretty much get demolished every round, outboxed every round. Mosquito says October 4th, yeah, Manny Pacquiao versus Thurman. I would rather watch. Hopefully they can make the fight instead. Mosquito says, but Pac is gonna go for the money. Olin says October 4th, you gotta watch the fights and pay attention to banners above the right. Machado is signed to Kodo Promotions and co-promoted with Golden Boy. Yep. Lawrence Williams says, I had Ramirez Zepeda 55 to 45. Ramirez is going in because I knew what the Peta brought to the table. Armando Colon says, I know I'm off subject here, but if AB ever wants to make a comeback, it has to be at 140 pounds, fight Muhammad, and take the IB host strap. What the fuck? You sound like Suleiman, Armando. I swear to God with that IBO shit. Oh my God. He said he should fight he should fight for the IBO strap. You think AB is even thinking about a fucking IBO strap, dude? He just got finished fighting Manny Pacquiao, pretty much the fucking biggest name in boxing. And he's gonna fight some guy named Muhammad his very next fight for an IBO strap. Armando, tighten up. I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. I wouldn't say it if I didn't fuck with you. And he says, and I believe AB beats Hooker and Gabriel. I think AB does good at 140, but not. I don't think he fights for the IBO strap. That's beneath him, if you know what I mean. Lawrence, October 4th says Lawrence Williams, salute. I do. He says, I do pay attention, but it's hard to keep track of everyone at every weight class with these networks and promoters. I just forget that too easy. Yeah. Oh shit says Corey Lee back with another banger. Yes, sir. Oh shit says AB is looking for big names to lose to. Yeah, that's for sure, dog. Oh shit. October 4th says at Corey Lee Boxing. I think Don King is the only reason Stavern was a mandatory for Wilder. Yup, that is very true. Stavern didn't fight for 2 years after almost losing to Rosie and stayed number 1 in the WBC. Crazy bullshit. Yes, sir, it is. Lawrence Williams, before I cut out, man, did you want to jump on real quick, Lawrence? Let me see real quick in the chat. Lawrence Williams, if you go to the UGC Live on Google Hangouts, I put the link on the Google Hangouts. If you want to join, man. If not, man, I'm going to head out, man. I've been on live. How long have I been on live, you guys? I've been on live for at least about an hour, maybe more. 72 minutes, bro. 18 thumbs up, man. That's fucking love, you guys. I got so much love for you guys. You guys don't know, man. You guys have no idea. You know? We Degree says they did the same with Washington 3 weeks out. He says, I can, bro. I'm listening from work. Salute. All right, bro. No doubt, man. I'm going to head out, you guys. It's been a pleasure talking to you guys for 72 straight minutes. All boxing talk. I hope I answered all of you guys' questions. This was more of my better live streams. I'm going to be back giving you guys heat all week long. I'm going to be going live around this time every single day until Saturday, you guys, around this same time, okay? So I will catch you guys tomorrow around the same time, same place, okay? You guys, if you didn't know, this is Corey Lee's Boxing, and you've definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. You guys have a blessed night, man. It was my pleasure, you guys. Peace out, bro. Later.